Hey, deputies! And this is an update video. I want to say thanks, guys, because I have gone over 800 subscribers now. Last I looked, it was 806 subscribers, and that is just fantastic. Makes me very happy to get more subscribers. You know, I've come to realize that, you know, my PC is 4 years old now, and you can see what in the YouTube about section you can see my equipment in, you know, the details. Like, I can't tell you offhand like the what kind of computer it is, but it's listed there. And the biggest issue with my computer is the graphics card, and I think a lot of you know that already. So I have been trying to save up to get a new graphics card, and I'm thinking that I will be able to do that soon, possibly in the next month or two. But it's not a sure thing, but you know. Anyways, but as you can see on the screen, I have set up a Patreon account. Now, I've actually set this up like last year at some point, but I just never really told anyone about it. It didn't fully set it up because I didn't quite know how, and I didn't really understand how it worked. And I've spent some time this past week and kind of digging into it and figuring out how it works and setting it all up and everything. And so basically on Patreon, I have the ability to receive monthly pledges. So I'm asking you to donate $1 or more per month to help support me in making the videos. I do need to, within the next year or two, I do need to get a new PC. And it tied me over, you know, I want to get the graphics card because I think they'll tide me over a year or two. So that's why I'm going for the graphics card first. Because it will cost less to upgrade my graphics card than to get a whole computer. But I set some, because Patreon requires that you do this, so I put all this stuff in. So I set some goals. And I set different pledge amounts, you know, and this is not set in stone. I'm open to suggestions for the different rewards for the different pledges. This is what I came up with. So if you have a better idea about what rewards you would like to see and so forth, you can let me know. So I mean, for just $1 a month, you can become a patron. That's pretty cheap. Haha. So that's, you would get, I set up that once I receive $50 in pledges, that I will make some exclusive patron-only content. Now, I haven't determined what that content will be just yet, because y'all will have an input as to what it is. You can let me know what you want to see. If you want to see 7 Days to Die videos, or if you want to see Skyrim videos, or Fallout New Vegas videos, or whatever it is that you want to see. I can make exclusive videos for patrons only, and those videos would be posted, well, you would find out about them through Patreon, but they would actually be on YouTube, but they would be unlisted. So you would only be able to access them if you had the URL, and you would only get that through Patreon. So, $100 a month in pledge money, I'll make even more videos. Now, I haven't determined the exact number because this is new to me. So I don't know what's possible to do. I mean, there's a limit to what I can do, of course, because there's only so much time in the day. But you will get some content, some patron-only content. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. I'll drink some water. Once I get $300 a month, that would allow me to get the graphics card. It's highly possible that I'll get the graphics card before I get this amount. So I just want to put that out there. But if I did get this much in pledges, there would be no doubt of me getting it, you know. But there's a possibility that I'll get it before this. If I could get, you know, 1,000 per month in pledges, which I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. I mean, but that is a goal. Then that would definitely allow me to get a new PC. If I had $1,000 in my pocket, I could go out to Best Buy and buy a computer, and a good computer, you know, for that amount of money. Like, I could probably get the top of the line computer with super duper graphics that would run all the games super fast, 60 FPS, and run it like on the high setting graphics and stuff. It would allow me to play the latest games, which is one of the reasons why I need the graphics card and ultimately the new computer, is because it's reaching a point where my computer or my graphics card cannot run the games that are coming out. I have, for example, I have Ark, and I can't really run that because it looks like crap on my computer with my graphics card. So that's an example of, you know, and I've noticed that every time 7 Days to Die patches, you know, it seems like, well, especially with Alpha 11, I noticed that, you know, I had to tone down the graphics because of my graphics card can't handle running the good graphics settings in 7 Days to Die. So, you know, I have 800 subscribers. If I had every one of those people pledge to pay me just $1 a month, $1 a month, that would be $800 a month. You know, if I had that, that would almost get me into the new computer realm. In fact, if I had $800 a month for 2 months, that would get me the new computer. So, you know, all I'm asking is $1 a month. And if you feel so inclined, you can pledge more. I won't turn it down. I need the money. So yeah, I got 800 subscribers, and yay, I have started my Patreon, what do they call it, campaign. So, you know, there's a link, there will be a link in the description for Patreon. There's also, on my YouTube channel, there is a little icon on the channel art at the top of the page, the little orange P. You can click that to get to Patreon. You know, it looks like this. So, yeah, this will be, in fact, let me see here. I'll pull this up. And see, this is the little P. All you have to do is click this. It'll take you to Patreon. And then, you know, in the description, it will have the link because I put it in there. And if you don't want to use Patreon, you want to send me a donation with PayPal, you can do that. You can click here, and that will allow you to send me a PayPal donation. Oh, and look, it's gone up to 807. Yay! I got another subscriber just tonight in the last few hours, so that's great. So I want to thank you all for subscribing. I want to thank you for your donations in advance. And some of you have already donated via PayPal. That's great. But just think about, you know, what I could do if every single one of you donated $1 a month. Just think how fantastic that would be. So some of the rewards, of course, the patron-only content, everybody would get that. I put you in my YouTube about section as being a patron, so you will have acknowledgement to all the world that you were one of the really super cool guys or gals who donated, you know, pledged, became a patron, and you get a title. I made up titles for you guys because you're all my deputies, and now we're going to have different types of deputies: deputy officer, deputy sergeant, and it goes on. If you pledge this amount, I'll write you a nice personal message of thank you. If you pledge this much, I will send you my personal email address so that you can talk to me. It's, you know, you can send me email when you want to tell me something. $49.99. You'll get an invite to play with me in multiplayer games. You know, at this point, I don't really know what multiplayer games I'm playing other than 7 Days to Die, but who knows what might be in the future. But you certainly, I would play a multiplayer game of 7 Days to Die with you if you donated this much a month. You know, we could do that. We could do it just you and me, or we could stream it. You know, whatever, you know, rocks your boat, right? $74.99. You get a listing as a patron in the description of the videos, not just in the about section, which is kind of hidden, but in all the videos going forward. It would say, you know, that you were a loyal patron who was dedicated and generous and wonderful and a deputy commander, you know. And if you pledge $99 or more per month, I will give you my Skype contact, so if you wanted to talk to me, you could. And you would have the title of Deputy Chief. Ooh. So, yeah, so I guess I'm kind of just repeating myself at this point. I think if you look at the page, it pretty much explains everything. Now, I'll just add one other bit, is that the way it works, the way I understand that it works, because obviously I haven't tested this out yet, is you pledge, let's say you pledge to give me $1 a month. The money would not come out of your account until the 1st of the month. So this is the start of September. So if you pledged today, it wouldn't come out until October 1st. All right. So that way, if you wanted to, you could change your mind. You could up it to another pledge amount, or if you pledged this amount and you decide you couldn't really afford that and you wanted to lower it down, you could do that, and you could make whatever changes you wanted up until the 1st of each month, and then the money would exchange hands. Now, as far as the rewards, to, you know, most of you I know would not do this, but you know, there might be some troll out there who would come here and pledge 99 or more per month to get everything. All right, to get all the rewards, and then before the first, lower it down to $1. Okay, so to avoid that sort of thing, I won't give out the rewards until the money actually exchanges hands. So it won't be until after the first of each month that I would give you your rewards, you know. So like for this one, I wouldn't give my Skype contact information until after the first. So that's how that will work. In case some of you pledge and then you're wondering, okay, well, where's my Skype contact? And well, you just have to wait till after the first. Okay, so that's that. And so let's say, yay, 807 subscribers. And yay, the Patreon campaign has been launched. And hopefully I'll get a little bit of money to help me get that graphics card and keep making these videos, and hopefully one day get a new computer, because you know I'm really strapped for cash, and if it wasn't for your donations and the little teeny tiny little bit of revenue that I get every month for the ads, because they really don't send me very much. I think this month it's gonna be like $10. So that's $10 is not going to buy a new computer. You know, I'm not going to be able to afford any software or computer equipment going forward unless it comes through, you know, Patreon or PayPal or ad revenues for the ads. I just don't have the money. I am basically supporting my brother right now because he is unemployed, and I barely support myself before that, and it's just, things are tough right now. So I want to thank you all, and I feel like I'm rambling now. So this is Deandra Rambles video. See you later, guys. Thanks, and bye.